Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. This is the reading to check in and see what would be happening to Homie the Clown. October 8th, 2025. How's the day gonna go? How will the 24-hour period, midnight, October 8th, to midnight, October 9th. Right there. Hey, always good when you start out with a tower. Come on. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, well, of course. So the forces in motion for the whole day is with the tower. It brings through, well, off with his head. Something's blowing up. Let's see. I wonder if it could have to do with, so the Lover's card coming through it in the challenge. I read all my challenge cards as reversals. So that's why I turn the card around, because when I speak to it, I don't want you seeing the image upright, because what I'm going to say doesn't go with the upright position. So I turn it around so you get the artwork image, because when a person's words and you're talking about images, we've got the visual, the audio, and I don't want you learning the wrong thing. So of course, October 8th is the day that Jeffrey Epstein's survivors are going to, to the Capitol again with a press conference. And they're trying to get Congress to force a vote because, there's been this bill that I don't remember who actually wrote the bill. I think it was several of them. But anyway, it's called the Epstein Files Transparency Act. They're trying to get that passed. And so it's Representative on the Republican side, Thomas Massey, and then on the Democratic side, Ro Khanna. And so I think those were the two guys that wrote it. But anyway, it's a bipartisan bill. Even Marjorie Trader Green, she's she's not the traitor on this with this one. She's backing it. And I think even what's her name, Lauren Boebert was backing it. But anyway, do you guys remember the last time and Trump had flyover fighter jets go over, I think F-35s flying over when they were talking? I mean, that's what an asshole the guy is, right? So something's going to blow up in his face today where he's going to be shocked. There's going to be some kind of a breakdown for him, some kind of a disaster for him, possibly sudden change, and then the whole structure of his regime is going to fall apart. This is an augur would be a word of the future, because this is the forces in motion for one day, but it's not just the day, it's changes. Like, I have this other deck where I think it's called Jamie Sawyer's Out of Hand, and she drew an apartment building, and there's a person throwing out the other one's clothes. Like, that changes your life from that day forward, right? You don't live there anymore. And who's that guy with the blonde hair and the red all around him, right? And the other one has a crown. This is the king, this is off with their, right? Goodbye. So, something along those lines for the day, for the whole day. Now, sometimes this card comes through when, structures of something that was extreme just blow apart, right? I'm glad to see it upright, because it's not just him imploding and throwing ketchup at the walls. This is at the outer world coming at him, And it comes right after the devil card. And the Lover's card reversed. Let's talk about that. When the Lover's card comes to reverse, so the Lover's card is our card that has to do with talking back and forth. It's, Gemini, it's ruled by Mercury. People are talking back and forth. I've always thought it was funny that we've got the Archangel up here. I think it's Gabriel. It might be Raphael. And here's the guy looking at her. And I had to draw bathing suits because of YouTube's rules for got to cover the genitals, right? He's looking at her boobs and her body. She's looking up at the angel. She's the one that needs to make a decision. Do I let this guy into my life? Well, no. The answer is no when it's reversed. And so relationships are breaking up. People are divorcing him. People are talking about everything that he's been doing. People who have made bad choices in the past and who have aligned with him are now realizing that there's a misalignment of values going on with this guy. Right? So, yeah, couldn't happen to a more deserving gentleman, right? Or not gentleman. Piece of crap. What else is happening to him? He's being isolated. He's isolating himself because he can't take it. He's walking away from taking responsibility, trying to escape, but the news just keeps pumping out. God, hold on one second. The news just keeps pumping out the truth on so many different levels of media, because this is a big thing. Even his own people don't. I mean, remember Charlie Kirk even turning against him, and then look what happened to him, of course, right? And I know Trump had something to do with it, but so there's a new. Oh, and some more news. Let's look and see what else people are enthusiastically talking about. My goodness. Sorry. Then he has the Five of Pentacles up here, and this is defeat. Yeah, you can have all the swords. Fuck you, man. I'm walking away. You're a dick. God. And if we keep going a little further, he does have some dark money collaboration that will try and protect him. And he is doing all of his bullshit with the military, which is what we've got going on here. And everybody, between the military and what he's trying to do by bringing Texas National Guard and California National Guard into Chicago. And I'm doing this reading on Tuesday, so I don't know if anything's happened new in Portland, but they're holding their own over there, I think, but it's not good. But this is what we've got here, because this is him with his warmongering and my way or the highway, and he loves to fight. This card is all about conflict and loss, and then defeat and humiliation and pain and self-sabotage, and somebody's walking away. He can't walk too fast. He's always just going to take, escape. He's going to use his drugs and escape. And the news is going to keep going and going and going. The dark money people are going to still keep trying to fight. We've got keggers in there, hog's breath and all of that. They don't care. They're just going to do that. But this is coming down on him later on. The truth coming out, the news coming out about the dark money that's going on within hog's breath. Let's see what's at the bottom. Yeah, Three of Cups. Maybe he's going to be partying down with some ladies later. What else? Yeah, with the Chariot. Maybe he does get out of town. Maybe he does take off and go somewhere. I would love it, actually. Oh, God. Reel my horns back in for a second, but I would love it if this is his wambulance and we're all celebrating because something really happened. Because his health is just trash. Some people call him trash. And then what's the name for the other one? For Kagers. Oh my goodness, I can't remember who named him Full Metal Jackass. Yeah, maybe it's Full Metal Jackass and Trump going to party with some ladies. But yeah. Is he kicked out? Is he kicked out somehow? Okay, well, we shall see. Have a good day, you guys. Take good care as always. Bye.